All right, so let's talk about electrochemical cell and electrode potential and corrosion. Electrochemical cell, electrode potential, and corrosion. So let's start from the first one, electrochemical cell. What are electrochemical cells? Now, electrochemical cells are cells or devices that convert chemical energy to electrical energy or electrical energy to chemical energy. I said electrochemical cells are systems or they are systems that convert chemical energy to electrical energy or vice versa. Okay, so and this is based on the principle of redox. So it is based on the principle of redox. That is how we convert chemical to electrical or electrical to chemical. So we have two classes. The cell can be of, it can be a primary cell or a secondary cell. So a primary cell is a cell that can not be recharged. All right, so their secondary cell can be recharged. So this is a rechargeable cell. So after you have used it, then you charge it. And I said primary cell are not rechargeable. Okay, so that is a primary cell and secondary cell. So we have two types of electrochemical cell. Two types of electrochemical cell. We have the galvanic cell, and the electrochemical cell. Okay, I said we have the galvanic cell and the electrochemical cell. So the galvanic cell will change our it changes our electrical energy. It's converted to, it changes chemical energy to electrical energy. So a cell or battery that converts chemical reactions to electricity is galvanic, while electrochemical will convert electricity to chemical reaction, or electrical energy to chemical energy. So an example of galvanic cell, we have the Daniel cell, we have the Clancy cell. So what this cell does is it changes chemical reaction to electricity. And for example, in the Daniel cell, you have a cell that contains a zinc plate and the copper plate. So this is connected in, it can be connected in the galvanometer, for example. We have this. So this is an example of Daniel cell, where you have the zinc and the copper in so the galvanic cell, now you can see your chemical reaction, we are using it to produce electricity. So it converts chemical energy to electrical energy, while electrochemical will convert electricity to, and that is when you have for example, the decomposition of water to get H plus plus, or your salts, this thing, you have Na plus Cl minus. So this is just using electrolysis, while this is conversion from chemical reaction to electrical reaction. So galvanic cell can be a primary cell or secondary cell. Okay. All right. So I said your electrochemical reaction is just conversion of electricity or electrical energy to chemical. So that is everything about our electrochemical cell. So electrochemical cells, we have the galvanic cell, or electrolytic cell rather, the electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell that is using electrolysis to convert to decompose a chemical substance in its molten form. And this is essential in electroplating, in purification of metals, etc. Now, I said galvanic cell, we can use it, galvanic or voltaic cell, we use it in, I said example is Daniel cell, the Clanche cell, and I said it can be primary or secondary. So what happened here is that the electron will move from the anode to the cathode. But here, electrode will move from the anode to the cathode, but the charge will be different. And the reason is because we are forcing the current into the cell. We are forcing the current into, so the charge of the electrode will be different. So the electrons will move from the anode like this. They will move from the anode to the cathode. So it will move from this, from the anode to the cathode. So this is an example of a galvanic or voltaic cell. Okay, so that is electrochemical cell. Don't forget, I said electrochemical cells are system, or they are cells that convert chemical reaction to to electricity, or chemical energy to electrical energy, vice versa. So that is electrochemical cell. So let's move to electrode potential. Okay, so the electrode potential is the potential difference. So electrode potential, I said it is the potential difference, that is the PD, or the voltage required for, it is the potential difference or the voltage required for elements to gain or lose electron. I'm just trying to use my English here. So electrode potential is the potential difference, or it's just the tendency of gaining and losing of electron, or the interaction of electron within a cell. So and you should know so let's talk about the standard electrode potential. The standard electrode potential. So this is when an electrode potential is being measured from standard values. For example, you know that at STP standard, your volume is 22.4 dm cube. Okay, the concentration will be 1.0 molar. So when we measure the potential of a substance from the from standard values, we use E to denote electrode potential. So for example now, hydrogen, the standard electrode potential of hydrogen is 0.0 volts. So electrode potential is just a known potential. It is standard. It is an electrode potential that we know. It is a known electrode potential, and it is gotten from standard values. Okay, so cell potential can be gotten from the cell that is the potential from the product minus the potential from the reactants. Okay, so when you have a reaction like A plus B to give me C plus D. So to know the cell potential of this, so we use the potential of C and D, the electrode potential of C and D, of C or D, and we use the electric potential of A and B. So the standard electric potential is equals to the cell, well, guys, I'm talking about the cell potential is equals to the potential of the products minus the potential of the reactants. Okay, now let's talk about corrosion. Now, corrosion is the degradation or the decomposition of a substance, of a metal. In fact, it is of metal. Corrosion is the decomposition of metals. Okay, it is the decomposition of metal, and the cause of this, the reason this is happening is due to the reaction of our metal with oxygen. So when a metal reacts with oxygen, so it will start decomposing, thereby forming a layer on the surface of the metal. So that is corrosion. This is the decomposition or the degradation of a metal due to the reaction with oxygen. And the thing that causes this is, number one, the reaction of a metal with oxygen, reaction of a metal with H2O, with water. When we exposure of metal to air. So these are, and we have two types of corrosion. Two types of corrosion. We have the dry corrosion and the wet corrosion. Right? The dry corrosion and the wet. So the dry corrosion is when our metal reacts with, is exposed to air. So then it forms a metal oxide. But wet corrosion is the reaction, that is, it is a forced reaction. We can carry the reaction out in the laboratory. This one is like naturally, but with this one, when we carry out in the laboratory, when we mix, that is a metal with certain substance like H2O. So when we react a metal with water to produce a metal oxide, so that is a wet corrosion. Dry corrosion is exposing a metal to air to give a metal oxide. So these are the two types of corrosion. So how do we stop corrosion? Because it affects our reaction. All right, so let's talk about prevention of corrosion. So how do we prevent corrosion? Number one, by the use of alloy. Number two, coating and painting. Number three, galvanization. Number four, electroplating. And number five, cathodic protection. Alloy, that is when we mix two metals together, right? For example, you can do zinc and copper together. So in one of our videos, I gave us some examples of alloy. So we have copper and zinc together like this. For example, our bronze, that is copper and tin. So if we don't want this metal, for example, now if we don't want iron, iron is a metal that can corrode easily. So if you don't want it to, go through corrosion easily, so we can mix it with maybe zinc, can mix it together to form an alloy. So that is for this. Now for coating and painting, this one is very popular in iron. When you don't want iron to rust, you can paint it with a paint, or you coat it with a paint. So that is another method to prevent corrosion. So another method is galvanization. This one involves placing zinc on copper, right? So that is galvanization. Now electroplating is when we polish the surface of a metal with another metal. For example, this can be iron. We can polish the surface of this metal with zinc. So that is electroplating. Now, cathodic protection is when you mix your the metal with a reactive metal like magnesium, for example. So when you mix it with a reactive substance, a reactive metal like magnesium. So these are the methods to prevent corrosion. So look at this question. Question says the electrode potential in volts of this of hydrogen ion in hydrogen gas of this system is what? Now, earlier when I was explaining in this video, I said the electrode potential of hydrogen is a standard electrode potential because it is we can measure it from standard values. And I told you earlier that the electrode potential of hydrogen, since it is standard, is 0 volts, 0.0 volts. I told you earlier that it is standard. So the electrode potential of this system of hydrogen ion is 0. So you can make more research on electrochemical cell and electrode potential. Right? So if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. Like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.